Parents, by now you will have read or watched the introduction, so this is the tutorial that is part of the Bond 11 Plus newsletter. I am honoured to have been asked by Bond 11 Plus to advise you on your English revision. And I promise I won't let you down. So, with my trademark expertise and enthusiasm, I will be giving you a full list of activities and resources, fun and challenging ways to help you revise in the holiday and right up until the exams. Such an inspiring time. A time for new beginnings, a time for optimism, a time for looking to the future. And it's a fantastic time to be an 11 Plus student. But first, you need to know what to improve, and then you need to know how to improve. That's how we get better in English and in life. So, my tutorial will be divided into 2 parts, and by the end, you will have the answers to these 2 significant questions. Question 1, what should I revise? And question 2, how should I revise? So, pay attention everyone, and on this occasion there's no need to take notes, as all the links will be shared as we go along, and there will be a handy summary at the end. Let's look at the first question, which I have reframed for you more pertinently, thus: how do I know what to revise? Well, let me begin by asking you a question. Who doesn't love a quiz? Yes, that's right. They're so much fun, aren't they? But this isn't just any old quiz. Oh no, this is the 11 Plus revision quiz. Let me show you. You can find it on my website and you can also find it on my YouTube channel. And here's me giving an overview. So the quiz is out of 43 and it covers vocabulary, grammar, creative writing, comprehension, and of course it makes you use your verbal reasoning and cognitive skills. And on the subject of an overview, the 11 Plus English Curriculum Overview. It looks like this on YouTube. And parents, from your point of view, both videos contain essential information about the 11 Plus English curriculum and that all-important selective standard to which we will return. Both contain essential information for you to be able to support your child in their revision and along the 11 Plus journey. Next, on the subject of support and the selective standard, take my mock tests. For these are not just any old mock tests. Oh no, these mock tests, as you can see, come with feedback in the form of outstanding English lesson. Yes, that's right. Individualised, target-setting mock tests that will show and teach your child how to improve and what to revise. Assessment for learning at its finest. And parents, to understand what I mean by that and the importance of AFL to your child's education, watch this video. I've even thrown in a bit of teacher training. And when it comes to the mock tests, all of the information, including the structure, the content, and enrolment details, and of course the reviews. Everything you need to find out all about these original and unique assessment and learning opportunities. And when it comes to the differences, I will just say that mock test 3 is a little bit different and it has an important role to play as an extension activity. Once again, it's all about the selective standard. That standard which you can only really understand and teach if you have taught at a grammar school and been involved in the selection procedure. So, good question. When should you take them? Answer: as soon as possible. The sooner you do, the sooner you can start working on your targets. The sooner you do, the sooner you will find out what you need to revise and how you can revise it. So you can start moving forward with confidence. Here's a quick recap of the answers to question 1. And don't worry, I'll be showing it to you again at the end. And that brings us nicely to question 2, does it not? Because, as I will show you, my mock tests provide a beautiful bridge between our 2 opening questions by highlighting what you need to revise by doing the test and elucidating how you need to revise in the accompanying English lessons. And parents, if you would like me to help your children revise, enrol in the 11 Plus revision course. And to keep you busy and moving in the right direction between Easter and the exams, I love these. And parents, you'll notice the age 11 plus to 12 plus. Obviously you can start with these books down here, but the point I'm making is that aspiration is key. And it's all about that all-important selective standard. And it's by making small steps and being consistent and diligent that we can make great progress in English and in life. So we're getting towards the end now, and I must say I'm getting really excited because I have left the best until last. What is it? A clue. Something that is so wonderful, I can't quite put it into words. Yes, it's my Wonderful Words workbook and course. I've said it before and I will say it again. Vocabulary is key, and it's actually one of the main reasons for 11 plus failure, as 11 plus English examiners will tell you. And it's difficult to put into words because it's not just a vocabulary course, it's so much more than that. And you'll be able to have so much fun like so many students and parents before you. And just in case you think it's all about fun, this is the only vocabulary course and workbook that have been recommended, nay praised by English examiners and grammar school heads of English. I have never had a bad review. Parents say it makes their children fall in love with English, and apparently my passion is palpable. Creative writing, comprehension, reading recommendations, grammar, independent learning, it's all there. And then you too can join me on this fabulous voyage of vocabulary from A to Z, or alacritus to zealot in my case, until you too will be left with a complete compendium, a delectable dictionary of wonderful words. So, watch the introductory video, read all the information and reviews, look at the sample pages, and you can look at more of the videos on YouTube in order to gauge the standard and see if you like them. And the final word, or words, should go to these 2 resources. 2 essential resources that no English student can possibly do without. Drum roll, please. So they are the indispensable, the ubiquitous, the iconic Oxford Dictionary and Thesaurus. And incidentally, I think that no English student's home is complete without these. And to make a link between where you are and where you want to go, every grammar school English classroom I have ever taught in has had a set of these, and I have taught in quite a few. So, how are you doing? Let's finish as we started with those two significant questions. What should I revise, and how should I revise? And I think by now, students, that you should be very confident in being able to answer them. And I hope you feel that I have helped you with your 11 Plus Easter revision by giving you lots of fun and challenging activities to be getting on with. Oh, and don't worry if you can't remember it all. There's going to be a quick recap at the end. And by the way, a familiar face is going to be making a reappearance. So do watch out for that at the end. But before that, it's just left for me to say, I have thoroughly enjoyed talking to you today. I hope I have inspired you so you can approach your revision with clarity and purpose at Easter and right up to the exams, having fun together, making wonderful memories, just like I did with my parents. And I will leave you now to begin working your way through the list as you extend your skills, enhance your potential, and make your English exemplary. Good luck, and if you need me, you know where I am. Parents, join my Facebook group, go to my website, follow me on social media, and hit the pink subscribe button on YouTube. Students and parents, move forward with confidence.